We stand together when it's time, when the leadership says, let's go for a walk, let's go for a march, let's go for a rally.
Sean here for 106.9 The X. I have with me now the Grand Chief, Randall Phillips. How are you doing, sir?
I'm well today, Sean. How are you?
And we are down here at Victoria Park for an educational rally. Now, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, we organize this rally, the Association of Iroquois and Allied Indians. We have an office here in downtown London, and we will organize this rally here today to bring awareness to the plight that we have with regards to the lack of funding for our school system, First Nation school system, and our children. We've recognized that there's been an inadequacy with respect to comparable funding for our children from preschool and kindergarten right up to grade 12, and certainly in post-secondary. We know how important education is, and we're here today to just remind Ontarians, Canadians, and the federal government that we need to have a better investment in our future in terms of education.
So a great message coming here, and all the funds supported today are going to Shannon's Dream. Now, can you tell us a little bit about that?
We are looking at, in terms of just the outside thing, in terms of raising some money to support a school being built in Attawapiskat, Ontario. It's in northern Ontario off of James Bay, and it's a very isolated community, but they don't have a school. They did have a school. It was built over a diesel dump site, which of course it's not acceptable in London. It wouldn't be acceptable anywhere else in Ontario, but what it was acceptable there. They ended up closing that school down. Shannon had a dream. Shannon visited southern Ontario. She's seen schools similar to London. She's seen schools in Toronto, and said that her dream was to have one of those in her communities. Unfortunately, Shannon passed away at the tender age of 16. She hasn't realized her dream. We're supporting that so that other kids can have that school, and we don't have to have another Shannon die.
We're also lucky to have today numerous leaders of different communities in this territory, this region. Southern Ontario.
Every one of us is an individual, every single one. Even though we are First Nations, we are all individual with gifts.
Sean from 106.9 The X down here again at the AIAI Rally, and I'm joined by Geezus, who will be next week graduating high school, correct? Saunders?
Yep.
And just what is the message being shared here today, do you think?
The message being shared here today is that First Nation people got the short end of the stick when it comes to education. Only 36% of high school First Nation students will graduate, which is a staggering number, and it's to find the cause. I don't know, but from my first year in grade 9, I slowly saw my friends taper off, and slowly only a few of us are graduating. I don't understand why it is, but that's the message.
So a very powerful message for sure. So we're back at the AIAI Rally here in Sean, and I'm joined by Dennis White-Eye. He will be talking to us about Solidarity Day. Now, what is it? A little background on that. What is it?
Solidarity Day is the event on June 21st annually that takes place this year right here in Harris Park, and all of the Aboriginal agencies in the City of London have gathered, and we form a committee, and through our traditional ways, we have song and dance and eating and activities, and at the same time all of the agencies will have their demonstration of the services that they provide here in the city for our communities, as well as the political thing that we are understanding here today. We're Aboriginal peoples just trying to move forward in a positive way.
So what exactly is the theme of this year's Solidarity Day?
As I mentioned, there's various Native organizations in the city that take turns as the host, and there will be a theme initiated for the event this year. It is the Kije Nishnawbe Nin and I Am a Kind Man program, which I run at LOSA Native Family Healing Service. And it's an awareness for our Aboriginal youth and male to step forward, and start taking their roles and responsibilities as a people. and these are done through our 7 grandfather teachings and our ways that have been handed down from generation to generation. At the same time, there's a balance that needs to be understood to function in everyday society, and it's baby steps at the moment, but the awareness is like a water drop into a bucket. You know, that ripple effect it's growing, and we are determined to stop violence against our Aboriginal women.
Perfect. Sean down here at Vic Park for 106.9 The X. Come down and check out Solidarity Day, June 21st.